Let's dive into the full narrated chapter of One Piece 1131. Ready? All right, here we go after the intro. Chapter title, Loki of the Underworld. On the cover, we see Yamato riding on Komashio with Otama alongside Speed. They're chasing after the sword thief we saw in the last chapter. The cover text reads, Yamato's Golden Harvest Substitute Pilgrimage, Child of the Ogre, Vol 18, Chase the culprit who stole the sword. Chapter 11 and 30 ended with Luffy finding a chained giant. It was Prince Loki. Chapter 1131 starts right from this interaction. Luffy, arms open wide, is absolutely thrilled and shouts, "We did it! We made it to Elbaf. This is the place we've always wanted to see." Loki, hearing the commotion, responds, "Is that right?" Luffy, still in awe, admires the scenery, saying, "It's so huge. Everything here is grand." Loki tries to speak, "Glad you're all happy, but actually..." But before he can finish, Luffy interrupts him again, saying, "Do you think Usopp will notice when he gets up here what's up there on that tree?" Luffy continues, "The world of the mightiest warriors is always full of battles, right? And those old-timers Dory and Brogy are way too fast. It's the first time I've seen so many giants like this. Their presence is insanely intense." Loki tries to interject, but Luffy keeps interrupting. "That's right, they're definitely the strongest, aren't they?" Loki then lets out a shout. "Hey, I'm calling you! Listen!" This scares off several wolves nearby. Loki says, "I am the legendary god of the sun from the tales told in this land. So don't speak without my permission, human." Cursed Prince of Elbaf, Loki, bounty issued by the world government, 2.6 billion berries. Loki continues, "Now answer me, what do you make of this situation?" Page 3, Luffy responds, "What do you mean? You were captured." Loki says, "You're observant, but no one likes being captured, do they? And I certainly don't either. If possible, I just want to be freed, Rhodey." Luffy interrupts, "Hey, my name's Luffy, not Rhodey." As we see Yggdrasil from afar, Loki continues, "Well, I've been trapped here for 6 years. Luffy says, "What? 6 years?" Loki explains, "This place symbolizes Elbaf's strength, but this gigantic tree is in reality the kingdom of Warland itself, the treasure tree Atom. And these chains binding me are made of kairoseki. Without power, there's no way I can escape. So how about we make a deal, Luffy?" As we see Loki restrained with a large hammer on his back, he says, "You're a pirate, right, Luffy? So if you manage to free me from these cursed chains, the moment I'm released, I'll destroy any crew you want without leaving a single trace, not even a fragment. I'll finish them off. How does that sound? The key should be somewhere in the village. I'm not forcing you, all right?" Luffy, thinking it over, says, Loki adds, "Oh, I forgot to mention, this is Elbaf's underground, a place known as the World of the Dead. No one dares to come near here. This is where those judged guilty are thrown. This land is both a prison and an execution field." Loki 5, Loki says, "I'm not sure why you're here, but you better watch out for the monsters around here." We see a massive monster grabbing a tree and crushing it like it's nothing. The monster is seizing humans and human bones. Many are spilling out. The monster simply crushes the tree effortlessly as Loki continues speaking. We see a polar bear, a gorilla, a wolf, a snake, and a mammoth. Loki says, "For thousands of years, this mountain has existed and will continue to exist. In our mythology, this is known as the First World. It's the world of the sun god, a world of feudal humanity." Luffy exclaims, "Ah!" Page 6. We then see some humans as well. Loki continues, saying, "Those there are the humans who dared to challenge Elbaf. These filthy creatures in their grimy clothes are barely surviving, trying not to be devoured by the beasts. They're nothing more than walking corpses." The people comment, "Hey master, isn't that a bit harsh?" Loki says, "If you dare disobey me, these guys will." One of the men says, "That guy's with them. What's he carrying? The last time he made me pass out, I don't want to go through that again. I can't believe it. I didn't expect to find someone like him here. One of the 4 emperors, red-haired Shanks. That guy, he was able to command the Mountain Lords." Page 7. After hearing that, we see that Luffy has also tamed the animals. Sitting atop the hand of the kind gorilla, Luffy says, "You mentioned Shanks? The scene shocks Loki and his subordinates. Loki says, "Huh, wait a minute, who is this little guy? What is he?" Luffy says, "He came here. Shanks, are you a friend of red-haired Shanks?" Loki says, "Yes, he came. That chicken of a pirate." Page 8. The moment he hears that, an angry Luffy attacks with his Gear 4. Loki barely dodges and says, "Ugh." The subordinates say, "Gya, Lord Loki." Loki then says, "You fool, it was just a joke. A joke." Luffy says, "Ah, so it was just a joke. Don't say things like that." Loki says, "I can't move, you fool." In Loki's thoughts, this guy, when I get out of here, I'm to get him back. I'll take him down right away. Luffy says, "If you can't move, then don't annoy me. If you say that again, I'll throw you into that tree." Luffy continues, "So what did Shanks come here for? Why did he want to find you? Is he still in Elbaf?" Loki says, "I'm not telling you for free." Page 10, the scene shifts to the bridge where the other Straw Hats are. Nami says, "This bridge is swaying. It's swaying a lot." Usopp says, "That can't be. Ha ha." Chopper says, "Could it be?" We then see Road chasing after them. Usopp says, "Someone's coming." "Wait a minute, I know that person, but their body is burned. It looks like they were struck by lightning. Ah, it's probably the sun god." Page 11. Usopp, looking through binoculars, says, "Coming from behind, that warrior from earlier and the big giant, they're chasing him with the sunny in hand." Nami says, "The sunny is there. What's going on?" Zoro says, "There's no choice. I'll cut it." Usopp says, "No, wait. They might be friends of our masters. We just need to get away." He says, "Hurry, everyone." Usopp says, "It's up there, definitely. This is Elbaf. If they catch up to us, it's all over." Page 12. Narration box. Warland Underworld. We see Hajrudin, who says, "Digaga gagaga. We got the elk. Yes, I did it. Hirajika. Since it doesn't live in the upper areas, its meat is delicious. I can already picture the joyful faces of the Straw Hats." Another giant says, "But it's heavy. How will we carry it? We can't use the sunstone that's falling." Hajrudin says, "You don't be weak. It's meat for the one who saved us, our savior." Flashback. Hajrudin. Fun fact, in the New World in Dressrosa, Hajrudin was involved in the conspiracy of the former warlord of the sea, Don Quixote do Flamingo. Page 13. Good thing I managed it. Both giants say, "That's it. Let's go. We did it." We then see a quick panel. New giant pirate army formed by 5 members. It's our crew of pirates from Elbaf. Text almost erased from existence, saved by the Straw Hat crew. They are now part of the grand fleet of the Straw Hats. The captain is one of the 7 captains and self-proclaimed subordinate crew of the Straw Hats. Captain Hajrudin, Navigator Road, Shipwright, Stanson, Gels, Goldberg. Page 14, we then see crew on the giant ship heading toward Elbaf. Brook says, "So, what do you think, Robin-san?" "This is the first time I've cut a woman's hair. I was nervous. My heart is racing, even though I don't have one." Lilith says, "Ha! No heart? That's anti-science." Brook, annoyed, says, "Skeletal joke." Bonnie says, "You look adorable, Robin." Frankie says, "What a nostalgic hairstyle, right?" Jinbei says, "It looks really good. That was a good choice, Brook." Robin, with her new hairstyle, says, "It's perfect. Thank you, Brook." Brook says, "Yo-ho, it looks great." Page 15, Brook says, "Now I understand. This was the hairstyle you wore when you were with Saul." Dory says, "That's great. He would be happy about this too." Frankie says, "I can't take it anymore. This unexpected reunion is making me tear up." Oimo says, "The hairstyle we remember is this one too, Robin." In front of Elbaf, we see someone speaking. A giant says, "Ah, the fog is clearing. The island has appeared." The Straw Hats say, "Wow, how huge. This is the island of giants." Another giant says, "When we arrive, let's celebrate immediately. Disembark." Narration box. Elbaf, New World. A mysterious person says, "Ha, this is serious." Another person says, "Help, Sensei Saul. He fell. He's not moving. It can't be." Final text, what happened to Saul's body? End of the chapter with no break next week. And that was chapter 1131 narrated. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and activate notifications. See you next time, and thank you.